Hey, I'm here with Gerrit Cole, and let's talk about the mound. This is kind of your office, right?
Yeah.
Where do you like to stand on the mound?
I mean, I'm not a true center cut guy, but I'm slightly over on the third base side, not all the way. Just kind of comfortable where I feel I can get to both sides of the plate.
Do you move around at all? Do you find one spot, or do you just use that spot the entire time?
I find one spot, and I just try to use it the entire time. I feel that I'm in enough of the middle of the rubber here to where I can execute pitches to both sides of the plate. We've had guys before that move around. Liriano was one, right-hander, left-hander. But for the most part, I just try to, keep things as simple as I can.
How about your landing? Do you have a pretty good idea of like where you're going to be at, where you finish, and how far your stride is?
Well, I think like any pitcher, you want to stay over your legs the best you can. You're a 6'6" guy. I'm, a 6'3", 6'4" guy, so our strides are going to be different. But the main focus is to stay over your legs so you can generate that power from the ground. So I know there's a lot of different, walk it off or 6 feet or whatever, but as long as you can make pitches and stay over your legs.
I know it's crazy for the average fan at home. You have 30 different ballparks in every mound. They all look the same,
right,
but they're all different, right?
Absolutely.
And when you come out here, like, you're fortunate as a starter when you start a game, particularly at home, you're the first guy out there. You get a clean mound like this. Do you dig a deep hole? What do you like to do to get situated, to get going?
I'm pretty anal about the rubber here, so I'll probably kick a few rocks off the side.
You like to keep it clean?
Yeah, I like to keep it clean, and I'll just get a little bit of I'll just kind of ruffle the dirt up a little bit, twist my foot in a little bit because that's how I kind of pick out, and I just don't want to get caught on like the first or second rep. But I just try to kind of settle in there and keep it firm.
People don't understand this. It can get irritating when an opposing pitcher, right, digs a big hole, and you come out there, and now you go out in the top half of the second inning, you've got this big hole where it's uncomfortable for you.
Right. It becomes an issue for me when their toe hold is where my heel is. So, if there's a big hole right here because somebody's dug it out, that's something that when, I come in between innings, I'm really just going to try to fill it in the best I can, because there's nothing worse than getting up to your balance point and having to recenter because your heel's dipping into a hole.
That you know what, for a lot of young kids at home, I think that's the biggest point you just brought. You never want to pitch with your heel down, because then you're going to fall backwards. You can't stay balanced.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, it'll take you down to the mound one side or down the mound the other side. And, you want to keep everything as consistent as you can, protect that arm, keep the arm in the same arm slot, and that's a big part of it.
So you've got to be a good pitcher and a good landscaper too also.
I guess, yeah. I guess you should. It is your office, so, I guess if you got a messy office, then maybe you have a messy mound or I don't know. But I definitely like to, keep it, so much so that I can maintain my delivery.
Terrific. With Gerrit Cole, big part of where the Pirates are going.